Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be cleaning up our bikes, making them look like new. So I hope you enjoy this banger video, but we're only going to be using two things, WD-40 and a rag. Alright, we've done part of the first rim, so we're just doing the other half. Just going to spin the tyre while having my hand facing onto the rim itself. So that's the first rim done. Looks nice and clean and shiny. So now let's go to the rear rim. Same process, just doing the same thing. That's enough for that side. Now over here. Then between the spokes. Get off of the excess from that tire. Alright, that bit's done. It's looking all nice and new. So, next you're going to want to get the WD-40. Just take a look at your drivetrain. So, my drivetrain's a bit dirty because it's had dry lube on it. So if I go like that, so already starting to look nice. Just get a little bit of grease on the hands.
And also remember to do your chains with the WD-40.
Yeah, don't forget to oil your chains every time you go out riding, if it's out in the dirt.
Or if it's been a wet day and
You've been through a lot of puddles. So next you're going to want to clean up all your tubes and stuff. Just get a bit of WD-40 on the rag. Just simply wipe it, and then it starts to bring out a new finish, which makes it look nice and new. So that's clean. So see that, guys? It looks like brand new. This is what your bike should look like every time, or if you're riding quite a bit every day. So we've done one side, looking all nice. So there's one main part that you can never get rid of. It's just down under where the chain slaps down. To be honest, it should be quite dirty if you don't wash your bike every day. Mine is quite dirty, so that should be pretty clean. So now we'll do our bottom tube, and then we'll get onto the cranks, and then we'll get onto the rest of the frame and fork. Just making it look good. don't really worry about where the cables have been sitting. So that's a bit hard to get to. But I'm just going to do it because I've got to go over the top. Just finishing off the top tube. Right now, finish with the WD-40. Right onto the cranks. So you probably should just do that and not put it all over your bike. See, it looks brand new. And generally this would be really, really good for plastics if they're not bad. But one day soon we'll be making a video of us installing some new pedals on this bike. So yeah, should be pretty good. Now onto the top tube. So we're just going to lubricate the cable a bit because it hasn't been lubricated for a while. So if I just get this rag under and then just put some stuff on, just drench the rag and just push along and get under that. Now your brakes and stuff should be performing a little better. Clean up that. Alright, so time to flip the bike over and finish up. Actually, we'll do the forks upside down and then we'll get the rest of the top tube, and then should be done on my bike, and then we'll do Colin's. There's the fork looking nice and clean. Just some cable management. Just gonna flip my bike up. Part there. There we go, looking all nice and new. Finish off. Probably shouldn't put too much WD-40 in there because it will break the grease down a bit. There's my bike done, so we'll be on to Colin in 1 minute.
Alright, g'day guys. So now we're going to do my bike. As you can see, it's a BMX and it's a bit different to a mountain bike because it doesn't have gears and stuff. So just like what Max did, just basically do that all over your bike. So I'm going to do the bottom tube, just make it look clean. And remember, with BMXs, come around here and you see all in here, like where the chain is, it's going to get really dirty because you can't really reach that with much. But remember just to shove your towel in or rag and it'll do the job. So now we're going to do the bottom bit of the bottom tube. So just all grease it all up, clean it all like that. And then with us, because we have a brake cable here, pretty hard to clean. Just like get your hand under, but remember to put it back down so it works.
And you probably shouldn't grab onto that bit where Colin's holding right now. You probably shouldn't do that because it can adjust it as you're cleaning it, and then it's out of play for a bit and your brakes won't be acting as they would be usually.
So just to get all the like little bits. So with me, I have this little bit here, so it's a bit of like a step down, and in the little bit right here, it gets all stuck with dirt. So get your WD-40 here, and like spray in there. It'll get all of it out. And remember to get that off again, and like clean it. And remember with the WD-40 off there, you can do the whole thing again. So now it's shining. You go onto the bottom bit.
The top tube.
Yep. Just do all that. And try not to get it on here. I was a bit lazy just then. Just try not to get it on there because like it'll just make it look shiny, but I don't really want that to be like that because I might take off my brakes soon. Maybe.
Like this video if you want to see that.
Let's hit maybe 30 likes and I'll take my brakes off.
So you probably should oil this bit here. So what you do is you get your rag under here
And
then you just put some lubricant under it.
or WD-40, depends what you have. So just go like this. So see that? How you shove it under there? And
It's
then,
just putting it all the way around. So you just kind of want to drench your rag a bit.
and then go like this and then just move it around. So like, it's good, but make sure not to fiddle with it too much.
Yeah.
Or else the brakes won't work. See how like,
Now they will actually perform a little bit better because Colin's lubricated it and taken off some, and now its performs better because it's got a little more stretch in it.
and so get your rag again. And as you can see, if you're a BMX or even a mountain bike, like all of this part down here gets really dirty and you can't reach it. So just grab your thing, WD-40 it, like massive, like lots of it, and just shove it down there. But make sure not to like move anything like this, see? That moves. Make sure not to wreck that.
So that's one expensive fix if you wreck that.
And as you can see, you just go to the top of here because my bike has not been cleaned properly before. So we're just like doing
Proper clean for the first time. So this was my idea to make this video. We thought both of our bikes were a bit dirty and we thought they deserved a clean because they'd worked hard the last few days. So, yeah.
And with the cranks, this is also a smart way. So you get your rag on the ground and just do a line in through the middle, like.
And then you just wrap it around your crank.
And then just up and down. And then see with this bit near the chain, if your cranks are inwards too much, it might affect your cranks. So make sure to all clean all this, and also
Try and get to there. So if you have like maybe a little pick or something you could hook onto the rag, maybe you could get into there, but
also
just for us, we're
with
doing
this
it with
bit
these.
down here, us BMXers need to like really do
Deep
this.
clean this.
Like you just need a WD-40 it every time it's got wet or something, because then it stops working. It makes your cranks like go like whenever you pedal, which is pretty off-putting. It doesn't sound nice. Do it on both sides. So you see in between your sprocket, you will have that there too. So just go like that, move it around.
And the sound what Colin's talking about is these spaces rubbing together because they don't have any lubricant or grease in them.
Yeah. So also in the middle of your sprocket, it'll be pretty dirty if you haven't cleaned it before. So just rub all of it.
And it should come back to looking like new. So if you're like someone who's got quite a few stuff for like cars and cleaning supplies for cars and bikes, you'll have tyre shine. So you'll want to put tyre shine around the outside of your tyres, and it makes it look super nice.
So see that that's looking a little bit better. So now you go onto this side of the sprocket and just do the exact same. Just clean it. And yeah, it should be fine.
So there's his sprocket, looks nice and chrome, how it was when it first came out of the shop.
And with all your other stuff, I wouldn't bother.
Like your bars aren't like, you shouldn't do that to the bars, because if it gets in the clam, your bars will start moving every time you hit a massive jump. So you probably shouldn't get it in there.
Just like maybe go near it, but
maybe go near it with just a drag with it, but just
clean it all around.
Just don't put any WD-40 in here.
If you have actual solid like grease that you have like a paintbrush, you can paint it on your bolts. Lots of people do that with their scooters too.
So if you take out the bolt and then you look at the threads and they're all dry, you just get like a little bit of blob on your finger and then you just rub it around the threads.
And yeah, that's basically all you need for a BMX. Also, with your front bit just here, you want this to shine too, because that's probably
the main part that people would see.
Yep. And also your fork. Your fork is very important. And rims. Because, like, your fork is
what takes all the impact out of it, your jumps.
So maybe just don't keep it all like, don't let it get rusty.
Yeah, because otherwise it will be weaker and easier to break, which would not be a fun thing to do.
And remember, just go all the way like in here too.
Under your tyre. So if you can get it like cones and then get it in here where my hand is, you should be able to get all the way down into the bottom of it.
And even just going like this at the bottom is good. And remember, if you have dirt around here, remember to get that off too, because that will also stop your turning your handlebars too, because that also helps it turn.
If you're a person like me who takes apart their bike like nearly every day and puts grease and stuff on it, you would take out the head stem, and then you would get all the bearings out, and then you would all grease them all up, because that's also a very good thing to do with it.
And remember, if any of your bike looks dirty, just clean it all. Honestly,
just clean it.
It won't hurt. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes a day.
So right now we've only been on Colin's bike for 10 minutes.
Yeah, around there. And it's already looking better.
It's already looking so much better. So we might do the rims now.
Yeah. And with my bike, because my seat is so low, these rims will be a pain. The bottom rims. So now with this one, you basically just let him spray it, or I have so much vegetable oil in the bag already, I can just spin it, keep it there.
Or if you're like me who did their rims straight up, you would just spray it all through where the rim is, and then you would just grab your rag and then just spin it with your finger stuck on the rim like here, and then you would let it spin and all the dirt comes off.
And remember, also this is a good thing, if you just shove your 2 fingers in here or just one and clean around it, it'll like make everything better. And with this side, just like go all like this.
Just grab your finger and just run it. And
especially around the sprocket, like you have to clean there, so it looks better. Anyway, that will be the end of our video of how to clean your bike. Thanks for watching and see ya. Okay guys, so next you're going to do the back rim. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. So just do the same thing on the back as the front. Go all the way up the side, just on this side. Go like in these bits. Yep. And your bike should be clean and looking pure. Also, just clean the whole frame and the cranks. And if you have metal pedals, I would do those, but I just have some normal like plastic pedals. And yeah, that's basically all you need to do to clean your bike. Also inside here, make sure that's clean because this one isn't looking the best. Do all the hubs and the sprockets and the cranks and the frame, and your bike should be looking good. And hey guys, also probably don't do the outside of the rims because like they will stop working, like your brakes. If you have brake, so you have a brake pad, and that will slide on the WD-40 and stop it all the way around. So you'll basically be holding down your brakes as hard as you can and they will not be working. So just like only clean like individually all in here and it'll be clean. So do all that and your bike will look brand new and nice.